We've got a matchup of the two hottest teams in the Mountain West Conference today, Steve. UNLV won the opening kickoff. They deferred to the second half. San Diego State will receive Jabari Bates back in the end. And 5 men on the line of scrimmage. The man in motion as Cordero takes the snap. He looks to pass. It's complete to a tight end on the right side. That's Sam Olsen running in open space. Olsen into the 10-yard line. Olsen into the end zone. And San Jose State on a 3rd down and 2 completion. Cordero, that's his 18th of the season. Extra point by as they started 1-5, now sit at 6-5. First time they've done that in school history after starting out at 1-5. They'll kick it off to the nation's top kick returner in Jacob DeJesus, who gets it at the 10, gets across the 20. The ball's out. Was he down? That's the question. San Jose State seems to think that they've got the ball.
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by San Jose State.
Defensive backs dropping back in coverage. How about the offensive line shifting around? They'll send 4. Cordero scrambling, looking for a man, throws it off his back foot. It's complete. Linebacker shifting with the motion. Cordero to throw. Looking end zone. Fires over the middle, in and out of the hands. Dropped by Charles Ross. And that brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit for the State. Andrew Gonaville to snap. The punter, Alex Weir on the hole. It's Kyler Holverson. That's a kick. This one from 24 out. The chip shot field goal is good. Some points. DeJesus set to get the next kickoff. UNLV's offense hopefully about to take the field down just 10-0, but they haven't had a snap yet from scrimmage.
Well, look back on this later in the game. If the Rebels get back into this one and potentially win it, the 4 points that were kept off the board in that case, only a field goal, with San Jose State taking over so deep after the fumble, that was a really good job. Big effort by the defense.
Very short kickoff. Grab to the 25-yard line. Receivers to the top of the formation. Mayava looks in that direction. And a flag. They're going to call this play dead as we await the call.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 70, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
It's the referee Nolan Dumas with the call. With 2 receivers to the left, all alone on the right is Nick Nash. Rebels send 4. It's complete to Nash over the middle. He's got the 1st down and then some. Across the 40 as he breaks up 2 tacklers. Jackson 13 to go. Cordero looking over the middle. Slings a rocket that's caught. And Jet Elad eventually able to make the tackle on Matthew Cole. He gives it right up the middle to Robinson. A big hole, but Jet Elad comes in from his linebacker spot and trips him up. A flag on the field. Some yellow laundry there already.
See if we get a replay here. Watch what was behind Elad. I mean, that hole was gaping, and there was no one behind Jet Elad, so he doesn't make that ankle tackle. Look out.
That flag thrown right in the middle of where the pile was eventually, but that hole was striking when it opened up.
Holding, number 98, defense, 10-yard penalty from the end of the run.
Offenses, there are. I'll fill you in on that one.
Cordero gives to Kyrie Robinson. He cuts it back into open space. Inside the 10, inside the 5. He's in. And Kyrie Robinson scores for the 17th time on the ground this year. With that touchdown today, he has scored a rushing touchdown in every game in which he's played in this season. The staff down on the sideline, just what are you saying to these guys?
Can't say it's a 0-0 game because it's 17-0. I think they're going to stick with the same game plan on offense.
How about another short pooch kick, and I would say smartly.
24-7, middle of 2nd quarter against Air Force. Still plenty of time.
Here's Jet Thomas racing near the 1st down marker. We haven't had a single individual runner go over 100 yards yet. Thomas finished with exactly 100 against UTEP. Mayava takes a shot. It's over the outside, and it's incomplete.
Adam.
2nd time already, Steve, that they've tried to go deep to Jacob DeJesus with no safety help.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 96, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic, 1st down.
Disastrous situations.
UNLV's converted more 3rd downs than anyone in the country, and they convert another one there. As Ricky White with his 1st reception of the game.
4 defenders.
Ricky White with 15 yards on the catch. Here's Vincent Davis slicing his way into the middle. Heyman split back. You've got Austin Boyd back there. Doug Brumfield split wide as a receiver at the top of the field. It's all misdirection as Jet Thomas around the outside. Stiff arms a man. Dives. He's in. Jet Thomas with his 10th rushing touchdown of the year, extending his school's rushing record for freshman.
DeJesus, do that on the sideline. Touchdown.
A high snap, but a great hold by Marshall.
So, plenty of time. They're back on the board, or they're on the board for the first time. Now down 10 instead of 17.
34th rushing touchdown of the year for UNLV as a team. Here's the tailback, Jabari Bates. Cordero motions to an empty backfield. They throw to Conley. He's open. He hurdles a man out of bounds. Cordero with 4 on the play clock. Woo! Gives it up, spinning and somehow able to stay up is Kyrie Robinson for the first. Oh, what a play. As the game clock winds down here at the end of the first quarter, it looks like the Spartans are going to walk this one off. They'll take over to start the second quarter with the ball there on 41. Brent Brennan 4-2 all time against UNLV as the Spartans head coach coming in. Cordero fakes a pass to open up the second quarter. He fires it to the 40-yard line. Hit and crushed immediately was Nick Nash, but it's good enough for the first down and then some. 21. He's got 148 yards through the air. Gives it up the middle to Kyrie Robinson, who's having a solid game so far. He's tripped up inside the 30. That was Jet Elad that got a piece of him for that carry. So here's a first down and 10. The Spartans driving from right to left here to start the second quarter. Rebels drop 8 in coverage. He checks it down. Cordero able to find Quali Conley, McDuffie, Woodard, and Johnson combining on the stop after. This is a bunched up formation with Conley all alone in the backfield. Look at the hand to the right, counters back to the left, tripped up at the 15-yard line, just inside of it for a first down, and down in a heap on the field. Spartans with 224 yards of total offense to this point, looking to add to it. The Rebels send the blitz. Cordero fires towards the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow. Oh, what a play nearly made by Charles Roth. It does bring up 2nd and 10. We're all for fair play, of course.
Really? All right.
Cordero gives to Robinson again. Robinson pushing the pile inside the 10-yard line. And down lineman and a man in motion for the Spartans. The Rebels blitz. They sent 6. Cordero finds a man. He's dropped for a loss. A huge third down stop by Jackson Woodard coming out of the
defense, potentially keeping 4 points while a total of 7 off the board.
Kyler Halverson gets this one up and through. That kick.
Momentum on this game.
Another short kickoff. They really want to keep it away from Jacob DeJesus. Instead, they'll kick it to Donovan Lester, who stiff arms a man. Lester across the 50 into plus territory. And a touchdown saving tackle on special teams by Andrew. Get any kind of points. Mayava flips it to DeJesus. This is a pass attempt as DeJesus cut down at the 40-yard line. They like that look, just not the blocking on the outside on that specific instance. UNLV with just 59 yards of total offense. Jet Thomas with a rushing touchdown. That's been it. Freshman out of Atlanta gets the ball here. And he's wrapped up immediately by Noah Lavulo. He was hanging outside. Austin Boyd in as well on the heavy package. Doug Brumfield's first snap at quarterback since the Vanderbilt game. He gets it on a direct snap, and he's stuffed after a yard. Rebels no good on 4th down.
On that play, right? If everyone could do the tush push.
The brotherly shove. One of my favorite nicknames on a play ever. Kyrie Robinson hit at the line of scrimmage and knocked back by a host of Rebels so far today, leading by 13 with just over 8 minutes to play in the second quarter. Robinson looking to throw, goes underneath to the tight end Olsen. He's been one of his favorite targets here so far this afternoon. And
Wyoming uses it well.
Dallin Holker from Colorado State, probably going to be the top tight end off the board behind Brock Bowers of Georgia in the draft.
Great player.
Tripped up is Quali Conley. Look like Jackson Woodard. Here's a 2nd down and 6 play with the formation featuring 2 receivers to the left side. Cordero goes to the right side. And a laser beam to Olsen that's caught before Jackson Woodard wrapped him up. Woodard's been all over the ball this afternoon. Pistol formation for Cordero. Claps for the ball, gives it to Robinson on the left side. He's met by Cooper Webb near the line to gain.
Wow.
They're going to spot him short on 3rd down.
Way short.
As the punter Alex Weir takes the snap in San Jose State territory. Nearly blocked. Sends a high end-over-end kick to the near sideline. A big bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
Kick it out of bounds if necessary.
Jada Mayava gives to Vincent Davis Jr., who spins off a tackler. He's got the first down and then some. Davis to the outside. He's got one man to beat. Davis cuts it inside. Tackled inside the red zone. Vincent Davis Jr. Angelo Irvin Jr. and Ricky White, the receivers to the near side. The give is to Reese. Florida native cuts it up to the 25, rather than the 15. With Walker Harden to snap, Marshall Nichols to hold. Here's Jose Pisano. Another high snap, a low kick, and it's good. UNLV brings it back with.
He's been a godsend for this program.
I like him too because he's a big golf guy. Bumped into him at one of the local golf courses here a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Great guy. Had a good conversation. Well, I was just ending. He was just starting. Rebel fans are glad that he did start to punt. He's turned into one of the best kickers in the country this season. Nowhere to go. On 2nd and 8, Cordero takes the snap with Robinson running out of the backfield. The throw is over the middle, caught by Sam Olsen again. That's Olsen's
really on the field,
catch of the day.
For a first down.
October 26, 2019, the last time they played a game this early. They haven't shown much sign of any kind of fatigue. Is around the right side. Quali Conley stopped just across the 40-yard line, tackled at the 41-yard line. On 3rd down, Cordero just able to get the snap off. He fires it over the middle. It's Olsen once again. Ducks off 2 tacklers and loses the ball. And recovered, if it is indeed a fumble, by Malachi Miller. Looked like Olsen was kind of held up before the ball scored and deferred. This punt originating from the 44-yard line. UNLV plays it safe and backs away. It's a low spiraling kick that DeJesus calls for a fair catch and grabs it at the 18-yard line. That was a very different.
50 yards to go to get in field goal range.
55 seconds to do it. Jay Mayaba scrambles out of pressure. Nowhere for him to go, and he's wrapped up inside the 5. They'll spot it at the 5. Big-time sack for San Jose. Mayaba on play action. Has to scramble again, running for his life. And he'll go out of bounds with zeros on the clock. And that'll wrap up the first half of action. San Jose State jumped out to a big-time lead. UNLV came storming back to make it a 2-score game. UNLV will have the ball to start the 3rd quarter, trailing by 10, looking for win number 10 on the year.
And I think the Rebels have had some good moments on defense. Just got to be a little more consistent on 1st and 2nd down and put Cordero and the rest of that offense a little further behind the chains.
This one into the end zone off the foot of Taryn Shive. And UNLV.
Then it appears, so we'll see what they can come up with, dial up with the run game and also some of these passes. Here you go.
Mayaba over the middle. He's got Ricky White. He's got it. Gets around a tackler. White still on his feet. Spins inside. He's got Donovan Lester as a lead blocker. Ricky White. You want to talk about. Tight end is Kaleo Ballanguy. Split behind the formation. Donovan Lester with the carry inside the 5. Still on his feet. A couple of teammates come in to push him from behind. A gain of 4.
Got to answer. Let's see what Marion says.
Thomas and Lester, the backs. Thomas with the carry and shimmies his way into the end zone. Jet Thomas with his 11th touchdown of the year, his 2nd of the day, and just like that, UNLV.
Nice. With the Rebels getting the ball here to score quickly, they do it.
As we said, the halftime adjustments have been at a premium here late in the year, and no one's done it better than Barry Odom and Brennan Marion.
Well, like I said, coming out of the half, San Jose State.
8-yard catch and run by Ricky White. With that, he moves into 3rd all-time in terms of single-season receiving yards in UNLV history, having one of the best receiving years in school history. Fair catch called for. First play from scrimmage offensively for San Jose State in the second half goes nowhere. Jackson Woodard stymies Kyrie Robinson. They'll give him a gain of a yard, but 2nd and 9. Robinson to Cordero's right, 2 receivers to the left. Senior signal caller snaps one to the outside. It's caught, and across the line again for the first down is Malachi Miller, the Oakland native, down. Chevin Cordero now 17 of 22 in the game. Efficiency and volume. He looks to air it out here. He fires deep. Leaping is Turner. Oh, what a catch. Nick Nash elevates over Jackson Turner and brings it home. 8. Letting this play clock run all the way down. It's to Quali Conley on the left side. Look at this gap. He's tackled after a gain of 10. That was Johnson and Turner once. 2nd and goal, a tight end on each side for San Jose State. Cordero rolls right. Looks to the end zone. He's got a man wider than wide open. And it's Isaac Jernigan for the second time this year into the end zone. And there's the response from the Spartans here in the third. Halverson, who followed Cordero from Hawaii, has made both field goals and now all 3 extra points. With 9:43 to go in the third, and a 3-yard touchdown pass from Cordero to Jernigan, and the Rebels once again trail by 10. Once again, another short pooched kick that's received at the 21-yard line by D'Angelo Irvin Jr. He's able to fall forward across the 30. They'll spot him down.
And Rebels need to continue to score and also do something to get the crowd fired up consistently. And now we may have a penalty on the offensive line. And is it motion on Jack Haas?
San Jose State sends Matthew Coleman, who runs up, watches it bounce. It took a direct sideways bounce towards the UNLV side, 37-yard line. Sentinel caller Chevin Cordero having himself a day, 18 of 23, 239 yards. Spartans put the ball on the ground here as Kyrie Robinson knifes back over the middle, near the UNLV logo in the center of the field. And
can only help.
Boise State defeated Air Force yesterday to make things a bit easier on their end, as the running back is Quali Conley. The man in motion, Charles Ross. Cordero to throw. Cordero tucks it. He runs. He's tackled near the line to gain by McDuffie and Quentin Moten. Go in the third. 2 tight ends to the right as the line shifts once more. Cordero gives to Kyrie Robinson. Robinson in a ton of space. Only Jonathan Baldwin to beat. He gets by him, tiptoes the sideline, and goes out of bounds at the 12. Full to go. Spotted down at the 7. Quali Conley, the tailback. He gets it off the right side, runs into the teeth of the UNLV defensive line. Looks like that was Tat Martinson, who Rebels shifting the coverage defensively. Cordero gets around a tackler, gets around another. He's tripped up. Cameron Oliver.
And force a field goal attempt.
Cordero's got 74 rushing attempts on the year. No stranger to running with the rock. Short chip shot field goal is good from Kyler Halverson.
Yeah, the Rebel defense has really had no answers for San Jose State until they've gotten inside the 15-yard line. Another squib.
As they've done all day, kicking it short at the 25. I believe that was D'Angelo Irvin Jr. again, and it was. With just 8 first downs to this point, they average 21 per game. First play of the drive, a run off to the left side. Stopped, not tackled, but blown dead.
For very short yardage, looking up at the scoreboard.
Play action from Iava. Jaden fires over the middle. Oh, what a grab by Corey Thompson Jr. His first reception of the year is for a first.
Yeah, you just mentioned Irvin. They've got a lot of weapons for the future.
Iava with the off-balance throw, complete to Jesus. His second catch of the game. Moves him up 7 yards, sets up a second down and 3. Yeah, a lot of Thompson one-on-one on the bottom of the formation. Instead, the give is to Jet Thomas. Thomas for the first down, and the Rebels continue to roll here on this drive.
Well, this is when they're at their best, right? They can mix in the portal from the conference.
Lester knocked down just beyond the 35. They'll spot him at the 34-yard line. That brings up third down.
It's really helped keep San Jose State an elite program with Chevin Cordero.
On 3rd and 6, Vincent Davis gets the handoff. Able to scamper ahead for 3, but well short. It'll bring up fourth down. Marshall Nichols to hold. Walker Harden with the snap. It's down. The boot is up. It's sneaking to the left. And it's no good. Just the second missed field goal by Jose Pisano all year.
You try to strike right back quickly here, take a shot.
That's what they've done typically, not only today, but all year. Instead, it's up the middle on the give down the third quarter. And they'll do so with a 13-point lead. Most important fourth quarter of the year coming up for UNLV. And they're barking at each other as the referee separated. They pitched a shutout in the second half against both Air Force and Wyoming. San Jose State, though, much better offensively than those two teams typically. Kyrie Robinson able to scamper ahead for a gain of 6. Brings up a 3rd down and splits time on the defensive line. In as a fullback on 3rd and 1. Give to Quali Connolly. Woodard was near the backfield. Got a hand on him. Jalen Dixon eventually making the tackle, but Conley across the line. All alone in his middle linebacking spot is Marcel McDuffie. The conference is reigning, defending Defensive Player of the Week. Quick throw to the left side, complete. Malachi Miller right near the line to gain, and he gets it for the 1st down. UNLV with 3 down linemen. They'll send 6. Conley nearly able to slip past, but a good job by Cameron Jenkins of holding on to it.
Just keep it on the ground, run clock.
Under center is Cordero, squatted down. And it's Conley again trying to get by Cameron Jenkins. Again, just kind of grabbing and falling is Jenkins, but it's enough for the... They've got a couple extra linemen in there as well. Here we go, Rebels looking for a stop. Cordero gives to Robinson. Robinson gets around Darius Johnson. He's all alone, and he's going to score easily. A 38-yard run for Kyrie Robinson. And he is now all alone at the top. His 18th rush touchdown of the year is a new San Jose State school record. So Robinson, not only over 100 yards, he's over 200 yards rushing alone today. As the extra point from Halverson is 100 yards for the 5th game in a row and the 6th time on the year. Another short pooched kick for San Jose State. Received just inside the 20 by D'Angelo Irvin Jr. They've been targeting him on those. And
covering Jacob DeJesus one-on-one. He's got a couple of receptions.
We're going to try it on the run game. Get Donovan Lester involved. The Senator able to gain 6. Sets up a 2nd down and 4 to go. 2nd half. I want to talk about adjustments. Mayava to the outside. Complete and out of bounds is Corey Thompson, the freshman out of San Diego.
They're going to have to start playing with pace.
20. Mayava looking right side. He's throwing it deep. Thompson on the reception inside the 10, but a flag down. It will be pass interference. It's just a matter of on who.
It's pretty obvious. It was Thompson.
Former Oakland A's bat boy. So on 1st and 15, Mayava to Ricky White. White back into San Jose State territory. And
way to focus.
Rebels get past the original line of scrimmage and then some. Ricky White spotted a yard short. At the Fresno State game, I was told.
Crazy George there as well. Super fan in the Bay Area.
That I didn't ask. As Jet Thomas is ushered out of bounds on the near sideline. Plenty. Courtney Reese, the running back in motion. Design quarterback draw. Mayava tried to spin past a tackler, but knocked down at the 6. Spotted for a gain of 1. 2nd down and goal. Down by 20 with just under 7 minutes to play. Mayava looking end zone. He fires just short. DeJesus able to grab it. Knocked down inside the 2-yard line. That was a tight window, but he found him.
Get it moving. From Austin Boyd. If he does go to his left, they went the opposite way. Nope.
Boyd went to the right. Reese to the left, and he's in for the touchdown. That's Jet Thomas. Jet Thomas for the 3rd time today into the end zone. Go offense. Predicated on misdirection, the unbalanced formation, and the vertical shots. Jose Pisano's extra point is booted up and through. Andre Biono bounces it. And the roller that stops right in front of the San Jose State Spartan. Evan Cordero has been phenomenal today. 19 of 26 for 249 yards. This running back tandem of Kyrie Robinson and Quali Conley, who had the carry there, have been phenomenal as well. You're out of Fresno. Robinson on the sideline. 16 carries, 165 yards. 228 rushing yards to this point for San Jose State. Conley again spinning around a tackler, but a couple of defenders coming to meet him. How about that gang tackle? UNLV all over what they do on 3rd and 5. Jernigan in motion. Cordero rolling to his right. He tucks it. Looks like he wants to run. He tries to cut it underneath. He's able to go nowhere. Dixon and McDuffie all over him. And a gain of 2 sets up 4th. Jacob DeJesus inside his own 10-yard line. Alex Weir back in Rebel territory to punt. Ooh, Rebels nearly get in there for a block. DeJesus calls for a fair catch. He's got it. And they'll spot him at the 11 for 162 yards as a team to this point. Vincent Davis, the running back, stays in the block. Mayava flushed out of the pocket. He flips it to him. Davis cuts it inside. Gets past the 15-yard line. They'll spot him at the San Jose State with safety help on Ricky White at the top of the screen. Regardless, Mayava fires it to him. Ricky tiptoeing the sideline with the catch for the first down. Trips to the top of the screen. Mayava with time in the pocket, dumps it underneath. Vincent Davis Jr. leaping around the defender, looking for the sideline, and eventually wrestled out. That was Trey Jenkins. He pushed him back. He said, no, you're over there. On second down, Mayava checks it down once more. And again, it's Vincent Davis. He's out of bounds with 1:51 to play. The clock does stop now.
The offense was so good. Got him out to a big lead.
Thomas knifing through a gap. Jet Thomas inside the 30-yard line, tackled at the 29. And looks like he's close to the line to get. Stops the clock until the chains are set inside 2 minutes. Mayava steps back, fired to the near sideline. It's caught by Thompson. What a move to the inside. Corey Thompson Jr. with his first collegiate touchdown, and we've got ourselves a one-score game. Pisano for the extra point. Splits the uprights. And the Rebels have all of a sudden gotten back within.
Early on that are debilitating.
So here's Miono for the extra. Onside again. Same kind of kick. Right to the same up back in Nick Nash, who again falls on it, smothers it. It's at the 48-yard line. Wally Conley gets the carry. Up for a gain of 1, maybe 2. Barry Odom calls a timeout immediately.
First, charge him out.
Bunch formation for San Jose State. Cordero under center. He gives to Conley. Conley hit in the backfield.
Ow.
He's smothered. And the Rebel defense comes up big. Barry Odom uses his final timeout before the fourth down play. Indicative of the heart this UNLV team has shown all year. Alex Weir able to get the punt off. To Jesus backs away from it. How about this UNLV bounce? Knocked down at the 25-yard line. That thing took a 180-degree spin and bounce.
Well, we've seen big passes completed in these moments early in the season.
Mayava to pass. It's Davis. Davis trying to find the sideline after a gain of 3. Knocked out of bounds. Second down and 7 from the 28. White to the top of the screen. They've got safety help in his direction. Mayava looks the other way. Now rolls right. He'll tuck it. Keeps it over the middle.
Wow.
He's able to get the first down. And that will stop the clock until the chains are set. Trips right. Davis in the backfield. Mayava with the screen pass to Jacob de Jesus. He's grabbed and knocked down by Michael Dansby.
Yep, great tackle.
Inbounds, and it sets up a fourth down. Kevin Cordero takes the snap. He takes a knee, and that'll do it. San Jose State hands UNLV their first home loss of the year. And we'll have to await the results around the rest of college football before we know the results of next week's Mountain West Championship matchup. UNLV's in.